Hey, this is Chris, keeping it real. Facts over fear. How you doing this morning? Yet another video going into the queue. I found a video of a doctor, Dr. Ted Noel. He is a retired anesthesiologist, had 36 years of experience. And what's going to follow here is a screenshot of a video that he's done. And I wanted to do a screenshot instead of a link because, links have a way of going away. And so, I'm not intending to infringe his copyright, although I don't think he's copyrighted. It's just on a video sharing site, so I don't think it's a big deal. But just in case, just wanted to give him credit for doing that video. That's his work, it's not my work. I'm just trying to spread the news. And so what you're going to see here is he's got one of those vape things, and I've never even really looked at one. I don't even know how they work. I guess they take water somehow and it dissolves something inside there that has the nicotine in it, and then you breathe it in like a cigarette and then puff it out, and that delivers the nicotine down into your lungs. But that's about as much as I know about it. I guess that's probably enough, isn't it? But anyway, what it does create a very good two things. It creates a very easily seen volume of vapor. And it also illustrates just how, I'm not trying to put words into your head, right, but it shows how ineffective masks really are. And he has, I tried to check out, his credentials are real. I don't know that, and I've read a couple other articles by him and they seem reasonable. But I will say that most of his articles do not, well, I haven't found any of his articles that actually are on what we would consider a mainstream website. So, I'm sure there will be people who will look at that and say, well, this guy, if he's posting on those kind of sites, maybe he's not worth listening to. But fortunately, I think the procedure that he follows is clear enough and simple enough that we really don't need to worry. Anybody could have done this. I could do it. And I think it would be every bit as valid to see for yourself what happens when what he's doing, he's just breathing in and breathing out. Now, I don't know if he's breathing extra hard or whatever. He's not coughing, which is what I've seen a lot of other tests do. They test what happens when you cough. Although there was that Duke University study where they just spoke. He's just breathing out, so I don't know, But I think, as far as illustrating, what the problem is with mask wearing, I think it illustrates it quite well. So stay tuned for that video. It's not a very long one. It's about 2.5, 3 minutes. And see for yourself what's really going on, because I think it's important that we make up our mind based on real, actual evidence rather than what some government agency is telling us, especially with the CDC yesterday coming out saying that masks do in fact protect the wearer, if you look anywhere before April at any scientific kind of paper at all written by any kind of medical professional, they all said they either don't work or they're even worse than doing nothing. And now all of a sudden everybody, oh yeah, they work great. No, they don't. And this video illustrates why they don't work great. All right, stay tuned and you'll see for yourself, all right?
Further ado, let's cut to the chase and take a look at an ordinary surgical mask, and I'm using a vape. As you can see, that vape, which has aerosols the same size as COVID-19 or larger, goes through and around a surgical mask. Now, if we take a cup mask and have a good look at it, here we go. Notice it goes right through the mask easily and goes in every direction. The aerosol is not affected by the mask in any material. Now we look at a surgical mask with a foam strip to protect above and keep my glasses from fogging. Lo and behold, The aerosols go all around it. Has no effect on me spreading aerosols to you. Now a cloth mask I borrowed from my wife. Once again, here we go. Boom, straight through and around. It has no effect on the spread of aerosols. They go everywhere. And then I went and bought a guard mask with a high efficiency filter material. That one, here we go. Watch for it. Through and around. It had no effect on the vape aerosol, which, remember, is the same size or larger. Now, I don't have an N95 mask. I have these shop respirators where they can put all kinds of things in them, but they're like an N95 because when you breathe out, everything goes out through a valve. Guess what? It might protect me from you. It sure isn't going to protect you from me. Let's look at that again. Boom. Any mask with a button on it has a valve that lets everything go from you to your neighbor. It has no effect on anything. I think you can get the picture now. There is absolutely nothing that any of these masks do to protect you from me. And the fact is that unless I have a mask which is fully sealed and where I breathe through the filter material both directions, and I have a really high quality filter, nothing is going to protect in either direction. Because just the same way that the vape went out, around, and through, it will come in, around, and through. Aerosols will not be stopped by masks.